So in Japan, what they did is, because Japan is the fucking robot capital of the world, like it is, they stuck basically iPads on these like robots and like drove them through like a little hall, and all their teachers were there, and they gave them their little diplomas. Radio. What's up, everybody? Rum and Coke Radio, each and every Tuesday, right here. Myself, the short one. We got Daisy Day. We got Miss Holiday in a car somewhere. I saw her driving around. And we were just with Ray Diamonds.
Yo!
Wicked. So how y'all's been? Dizzy, unmute yourself, sir.
Hey.
There he is.
Yeah.
I'm like, does he not see that he's muted?
No, I didn't see it.
I have to unfortunately switch locations, but we're here in a whip, you know.
What do you mean? Unfortunately, you switching locations every show. It's kind of like, where in the world is Miss Holiday? It's dope. It's the 2020 version of Where in the World is Miss Carmen Sandiego. You know, you gotta switch it up, put like a mixed chick in it. Boom.
Yeah, actually, you're pretty right. I've been somewhere else every time. Last time I was in the bathroom.
No, last time weren't you in like the dining room or some shit?
Nope, last time I was definitely in the bathroom, and then before that, the dining room, and then another room, and now we're in the car. So here we are. And I stepped outside. Just was outside of a grocery store quickly, and I was like smoking or whatever, and I don't know if you guys seen my faces, but people are like walking close, and I'm like almost want to throw the hands, you know. I don't have my mask on, I didn't bring my gloves because I didn't expect to be, you know, but here we are.
Oh, but you're there right now at a grocery store now?
No, not anymore. I never went inside before.
Yeah.
But I got that homemade hand sanitizer, you know?
Shit.
Hey.
Wicked. Diz, how's your week been in the quarantine?
It's been good. Just been doing some edits and working like usual.
Cool. Let's get into the shits though. And to start off, I have to confess that I did some fuck shit this week.
It wasn't me this time. Woo!
No, it wasn't you. It was me. But I blame Dizzy because it's always Dizzy's fault. So let me play the picture. I was scrolling on the Facebook as I do from time to time. He knows exactly what it is. So Dizzy does this shit which pisses me off, but he'll put something that he'll be like, thoughts, or like comment, because Dizzy's a shit disturber and he likes people just talking on his shit.
He's like, let me just place this right here, and I'm gonna leave that right there and sit back.
Yeah. And honestly, before, like, it used to piss me off. Like, I was getting vexed with Dizzy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because half the shit is just bullshit he's posting.
Yeah.
So then one day I went up to Dizzy, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? And he's like, honestly, I just do it to fuck with people and like watch what people say. And then that's how I know like who's a fuckhead or not. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. I'm like, you know what? There's a reason to the madness. I may hate it, but it's fine. So he posted this one thing. It was something Corona thing, and it was just making fun of all the stupid people that like saying it's not real and whatever, and say it's conspiracy theory. So I, being my joking self, put a hilarious GIF of Alex Jones, a known racist and conspiracy theory peddler. He's one of the only people that get banned from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, like banned off, like gone. Anyways. So I put a picture of, I didn't even really think that hard. I just saw him. I'm like, that's funny. Fuck these dumb people, whatever. Then some nigga from Calgary, one of y'all peoples, tries to like woke nigga me. And I was like, you know what, bro? I got the time, my G. I got the time. So I like, Dizzy, did you actually read what I put?
Yeah. First of all, you gotta tell us what is the post.
So like he tried to like tell me off on some like just like on some like weirdo shit, and it really wasn't even that deep. Like I literally just posted a GIF. Like, why are you like barring me down and being like stay black? And I'm like, my nigga, you talking like me? You want to talk about blackity black with me? I'm like, cool. So I gave him an itemized list of how he could go fuck himself and how like he ain't gonna talk to me.
1 through 3.
And then and honestly, my first two, fucking beautiful. First one, who are you? Number 2, actually, I don't give a fuck. And then 3, I don't know what I put. I can't remember. I just basically was like, yo, bruh, it's a joke. Fuck you if you want to be in your feelings. I need to try to be one of these like, yo, I'm not PC. I'm a free thinker, nigger, blah, blah, blah. Like, you and Kanye can go suck some dick. Like, I don't care. But I wrote all that shit, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm better than this. I'm not some 45-year-old Karen bored in her house. I shouldn't be doing this. So I left that comment, and then I turned off notifications to it.
Yep.
So I haven't seen a single thing since. I just was like, all right, I sent it, and I knew, I bet you, because that nigga sounded like one of them type of niggas. I bet you he probably just went off, and I'm like, all right.
Fueled off of that.
I like, but I want Dizzy to read what he first put to me, and then read what I put.
What I said. I forgot how many of my friends on Facebook were scientists and politicians. I'm happy to have good sources to go to when I need clarity on global pandemics. It's a real thing, because when I go on Facebook,
it's so funny.
All I see is enough people who are scientists and people who are doctors, and they have all the numbers, you know, they know what's going on. And if I say, what if it's just a pandemic? They go, what's wrong with you? You're stupid. You're a sheep. And I'm like, damn.
Like, okay.
I'm getting called a sheep for just saying like, what if? Anyways, so for these smart people who are on my Instagram or my Facebook,
it was funny.
So my man, he goes and posts, you know, this, I can't really show the GIF. Maybe you guys can see it. This one, this guy?
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I posted.
Okay.
Just Alex Jones.
Alex posted this, okay?
Okay.
Simple, easy.
And then homeboy gets on there.
Oh, God.
And just starts. The media got you programmed like, yes, massa.
Yeah, when he said yes, massa, I'm like, oh, this nigga's getting it today. So I'm like, Alex, I got time today.
1, who even are you? 2, I actually don't
No. Read the whole thing.
Oh, you gave him the, why do black people believe in conspiracy theories? 1, the assassination of Malcolm X.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. My bad. That's all he posted, just you saying...
No, he just said that. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel because...
I want to embarrass this nigga. Like, fuck him. Like, read what he typed, not the conspiracy, but read what he typed, because that's what pissed me off. I'm like, nigga,
the media got you programmed. Like, yes, massa. It's funny how society is programmed to ridicule free thinkers. 9 out of 10, it's those who too lazy to do their own research who pull the tinfoil hat jokes. Stay black. Here's some reasons why us black folk never trust the government. And then he gave me 15 reasons.
He posted this like picture of like a whole bunch of reasons.
15 reasons.
So I'm like, okay, bro, let's get it. Now, Dizzy, please read my response.
So Alex says, and I apologize to those who have to like go through all this like we do. Number 1, who even are you? Number 2, actually, I don't care. Number 3, I don't ridicule free thinkers. I ridicule people who say dumb shit after they read an article on social media that has no sources. Number 4, most of them reasons you listed aren't conspiracies. They're just horrible shit racists have done to our people over the years, which is facts. All I do is stay black, so I'm good. Peace out to you, brother. And he threw the peace sign up.
And then I was like, Kobe, like I'm done. Like that's it.
And then he said, yes.
Oh, nigga, he went back.
He said, yes, shit. Correct. Some get carried away. Oh well, we all are just lab rats in this sick, twisted psychological game of life. Bless.
He realized
he's
that
like,
he
oh
made
shit,
himself look stupid, and he was like, yeah, you know, so some people may get carried away and life's fucked up. So take care, stay blessed.
I saw this in your list of things to talk about, like your topics.
Yeah.
What the hell is he talking about? Until you started going, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened this week.
I just thought it was funny because like I do understand when people like get that rush of like just cussing at somebody on the internet that they don't really know, but like I was kind of high and a little tipsy at the time, and I was like, this nigga, he ain't gonna try and pull my black card because I'm calling him dumbass. Like, I honestly, let me just go on a little tangent. I hate people that are like, when you, and it's not even when you specifically like say they're dumb or like you don't know what you're talking about. You can just ask them a simple question like, yo, where'd you hear that? Or like, yo, can you like source that? And then they're like, oh, you just want the media, like, oh, you're brainwashed, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, my guy, I asked for a fucking source.
Yeah,
like
something.
Like, yeah, sure, fuck shit. Show me the meme that you probably got this from, and now you're playing it off like you thought of it. Like, like get out of here. Like, and you can always tell those people because they'll see a meme. Like, everybody will see it, like that 5G shit. 5G shit was going around all this stuff, blah blah blah, and you can tell people which wanted to be cool because instead of like reposting the meme, they would type out the words and then question mark and be like, oh, like, oh, I just thought of that and I just typed it out. It's like, no, you didn't. You are fucking stupid.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it to the live right now because we got people hitting us up in the live. We got Sachet Vibes. She's saying people getting banned for speaking the truth. You know, I have to say, people are getting banned for just not talking. You know, on Facebook they've put these things, these fact checkers, which is true. If you're saying anything about, oh, it's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's applaud for our frontline workers. Let's just do that right now.
We actually didn't even hear it this time, but okay.
Yeah, my windows are closed this time. I actually thought ahead.
Remember?
I didn't want to.
Usually it's like, what the fuck?
So they are putting blocks on Facebook for people who are saying unfactuals, I guess you could say. Now, to judge what is facts and non-facts, I don't know how they are doing this. You know what I mean? But I think direct shots at something that's not per se, you know, like if you go directly at the government, like Trump did this, but it's like not documented that he actually did that, I could see that being pulled. You know what I mean? Like,
algorithms, I'll just take algorithms are never like, they work for shit, but like it's like speech in general, algorithms don't work. Because I'll give you an example, because they just, you could put in like, if people say this word, that word, keywords, key phrases, blah blah blah, but you still don't really know. And I'll use this example to try and like dumb it down a bit. Remember a few years ago, the NFL tried for like a couple games to like regulate what people were saying on the field, and they're like, if any, like, keep the cussing down and no racial slurs. So really, and then what actually ended up happening is one teammate was yelling at another teammate, yo, my nigga, you fucked up, what the fuck are you doing? The ref didn't see him yelling at the teammate, thought he was yelling at the other player, threw a flag. And then it was a white ref, and everybody's like, yo, you can't decide that.
Yep.
You're not in, like, it's like, there's different, like, so that's like one way. But also I feel the way with same with Facebook, like trying to like regulate certain things. Like, there are hard facts, 100%, but then at the same time, it gets to the edges, and at the edges, algorithms can't handle the edges because they're not meant for the edges, right? Like, they're meant for like black and white things. Like what is
very polar? Yeah.
Like, there is no like mixing of things for computers, right? And that's just the way it is.
I just think they're saying things like,
and who uses Facebook anyways? Like,
if they say things like COVID's not real, you could get sent off, or that post can be taken off, because
I can see that.
We can agree. I mean, most of the world can agree that there is actually a virus that is out there.
People are dying. Like, you gotta have to like something like that, like public health.
To say something like it's not real, you know, I beg to differ. It is real. Is it harming us? I don't know. I mean, it could harm some, it could harm others, it could not harm some. And, you know, with all that being said, it's not a matter of if people, people are talking numbers so much, and all these numbers of people dying it's not adding up. This is just a simple common cold. It's nothing serious. We don't need to shut shit down. You know, all that stuff, I get what people are griping about, but the facts are, the facts that have been handed out are, this is a brand new virus, something that was just discovered end of 2019 hence the 19 part of COVID. It was
Yeah.
just brought up in 2019. So with that being said, you got to really play careful with saying that it's not real, especially to families who are dealing with it. Maybe in your backyard it's not happening, but in someone else's it is. So
That's what I'm
you
saying.
can say
Yeah.
it's not real. You can say it's not happening to you or the people around you. That's true. But once upon a time, everyone around you was sick, and you didn't know who it affected when you went home. All you know is now you're home. So like,
Yeah.
take it for what it is. It's only been a real month solid in this whole thing.
What?
So like,
Exactly.
yeah, like we all got shut down March,
Like the
middle
end of
March.
March. Like
We're like
the
coming
end of
into
March.
April. Like we're coming into May, like almost done April. So a good solid month has already been locked down. We got this. We were told it might be till June. Everybody had agreed to themselves,
Yeah.
it could last till June.
That's why the
But we're
surf shake
only
goes
in
all the way
May.
out to.
We're only in May and people are freaking out. It only, you know what I mean? So I feel like just for the time being, if we could just take this time out to like do what you got to do. I mean, it affects a lot of people, very true. But for those people who are still working and still making real money and doing all that stuff out there, you guys can't go off and start like amping up people who are really in trouble. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that stuff. You got to be careful. And like, anyways, I could go on and on.
I think this time is like I think people complain way too much about, I'm stressed about this and stressed about that. To me, like, I'm partially looking at this as a blessing in disguise. At the end of the day, we have so much time to just relax and rest, sleep in if you need to, take some time for yourself, like write that poem that you wanted to write, like read a book, like just better yourself. Instead, I find that people are just like so consumed. Even I have family members where it's just like this whole thing is driving them completely sick, and I just think that everyone's just stressing. Yes, it's definitely scary, don't get me wrong.
100%.
Like, it is for sure scary. Imagine life just never goes back to normal and we have to deal with this for a while, like that part is fucked up. But at the end of the day, we have no control over nothing other than our own state of mind, our own everything. And it's just better to be more positive about it instead of like so consumed into the bullshit. Like, I stopped paying attention to fucking numbers, and I've told friends who send me videos of like, oh, it went up today. I'm like, I don't really fucking care, because
what does that matter?
Like, what am I supposed to do except for feel confused whether I'm supposed to be in Calgary or whether I'm supposed to be in Vancouver? Or,
It's nicer out here. It's nicer out here. I'll say that.
Yeah, it is for sure. But then it's gonna make me more depressed of the fact that I can't actually go outside and play. Like, like I want to go down to the beach and stuff like that.
I gotta say, a friend of ours, Priscilla Cherry, she's out there in Calgary. She puts out these little videos, little vlog type videos. They're really cool. She did one today, and it really struck a chord with me. I'm gonna post it on Rum and Coke later on.
I was watching it today too.
Yeah,
shout out to
her. Priscilla. She sent it to me, and she's like, "Please post this." And what her message is like a woman. I guess there's a man talking about social media or people on their phones. Phone usage has gone up. Social media and phone usage has gone up, and the man says, we suggest that, you just tone down. You know what I mean? It'd be good if people just tone it down. Everybody's just heavy on phones. Mm-hmm. And the reporter woman says something like, well, what are we really supposed to do? And that's what struck a chord with her. And I was like, there's so much you can do. It's not just like your whole entire life is represented in your phone. You know what I mean? For those people who ever wanted to go work out, this is the chance you could go put in hours training. Maybe if you're going to be on your phone, look at a trainer. Look at something that's going to motivate you to do something else other than your thumb just pushing up to see what someone's doing. Like, you need to do for self. Stop watching others. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be doing work online. It's one thing to be handling your business online. But if you're, I posted a meme, person wakes up or gets off their phone, puts it down, says, then what? And then picks it right back up and goes back on Instagram. It's like, in that time you put it down, 100 things could have happened. But instead, you got frustrated, like, oh, what am I gonna do? With that mentality, what am I gonna do? Like, there's so much.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to some funny ass shit. Everybody's been in quarantine and living their life. There's a couple, and I sent this to the Ramen Coke page, so if anyone else wants to go look at it. They bought a $7,000 sex doll to be in their relationship with him and his wife, and a sex doll. And I watched the whole video.
What video? Like
it was like a little short Instagram little documentary thing on it.
Okay, I'm like, this guy's watching how they all get down.
No, dude. Oh.
Were they white?
Sir. Nah. Well, yes, but no.
What do you mean?
The guy was black, but he was like, I shouldn't say this. I'm not gonna say it in public, but he was like, when you watch the video, because I put it at the Ramen Coke page, in that, so you guys can go check it. If you watch the video, you will see exactly what I mean when I say he's one of them.
All right, so what's
but no, it was him and his, and then when you see the wife, honestly, it kind of looks like one of them 90-day fiance things. Yeah,
like one of those. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
That's what it looks like, but they are thick as thieves. They're like, yeah. So the whole video is like going on where he's like, it's weird. Honestly, I should have sent this to you guys individually first, because me talking about it, like, it blew my mind. And it's been on the docket for a couple of weeks now because it's just been blowing my mind and I need to talk about this. Because, no, like, they say shit like, the dude was like, yo, we've had it for 18 months. And he's like, I've only had sex with it 3 times. And the shit that sent me was like, and it was my choice. I was like,
what?
I'm like, who else's choice would it be? It's a doll.
The wife would like to just have her involved, and that was it.
No, the wife is like, yo, it's not physical, but I feel something for her. Like, the wife is totally down with it too. What? Yeah, this would be better with the video.
So it's sick. They're sick, is what you're telling me.
I mean, I'm not one to kink shame, but yeah, they fucked.
That's different, man.
That's like different. Like, it's just odd and different. I don't even know what to say. But actually, what I really did want to get into is because before the pandemic and everything, actually, Tash, I want to ask you this. Are you still hot for babies?
Just like that. Okay, mind you, not hot for babies. Like, she wants a baby. Miss Holiday said many episodes that she wants before the world ends to make sure she brings a seed into the world.
Yes.
You know what? I've had a couple friends have babies right now, and it's definitely, I think, a lot more scarier and a lot more sad right now, because you obviously can't have your friends and your family come and visit and see the baby or celebrate.
Whoa. Stop. I'm not trying to be serious here, so please do not make everybody sad. Like, you being too serious with the shit. So I'm trying to have fun. Don't ruin my joke.
No, but she's serious though.
Let's just say no. Right now, no. Okay, that's
so you're not hot for babies. Okay,
is on complete pause. It's
okay.
Sad. It's a sad life right now.
All right. Well,
it's really on pause, eh?
Anyway, like, I wish there wasn't a pandemic that made you feel this way, but I mean, as friends, we were all like, yo, chill the fuck out. And because you were like, yo, I'm getting older, like, I might not be able to, and I'm like, yo, chill. And I have a story here to let you know that you can chill the fuck out and not rush it at all. And shout out to Dizzy's people. It goes like this.
Whoa, time out. Shout out to my who?
Your people.
Who are my people?
Stop. Let me finish. Let me read the headline. Nigerian woman gives birth at age 68 to twins.
Wow.
Oh, word.
After only 4 IVF attempts.
Wow. Wow.
I still have hope.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I got to be real with you. 68 to have a kid.
Oh,
Twins.
fuck no. That's the worst shit
Twins.
ever. What you mean?
That's amazing.
Yo, her husband looks vexed. Like, he's like, yo, this...
He thought he had it. He thought he was in the clear.
I am going to kill you.
We old up and get raw with it. Boom,
Wow.
twins. Deal with that, sucker.
Nah, that's the worst, yo. Could you imagine, though? So Miss Holiday, you have for a while, and so she's 68 now. It's a 2020. So by the time you 68, I'm sure science will have grown leaps and bounds. So by the time you're 68, bitches probably will be having babies easy at 68. So you can push it. You can probably push it all the way to like 90 before you have a seed, and the world will be so much safer.
Yeah, but will she be alive much long after she has that seed?
I mean,
The whole thing is you want to be able to watch the seed grow up, not just have it and then dead off that same day.
You missed the part of the joke where I said the world would be so much safer.
Let's move on. I got a question. You left something in there talking about Japanese graduation. Like, why with
That's just a quick thing. So in Japan, because they've been dealing this longer than we have, and so out here, I don't know how they're gonna do it out here. Really, they probably cancel them. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's graduating this year, so I don't know what they're doing with the graduations and whatnot.
Graduation's not happening. You're not walking stages.
That's what I'm saying, for university. So in Japan, what they did is, because Japan is the fucking robot capital of the world, like it is, they stuck basically iPads on these like robots and like drove them through like a little hall, and all their teachers were there, and they gave them their little diplomas and shit. But like, it's like everybody was just like a face, like there's like a Zoom call, and you're just sitting there, and then your little robot drives around, gets your shit, teacher puts the shit on there, and then yeah.
So
that was
robots
it.
are accepting the diploma?
Yeah, but they have like a iPad or whatever on top of it, so it's like the person, but they put the diploma on the robot, and the robot's just holding it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just technology, right? So
Is that for real?
yeah. That's how they be working.
Okay, so and you were saying, and because nowadays that people aren't working and holding down jobs, there's been an influx of women that have joined OnlyFans.
Oh, you saw that one. Huh?
There was an actual meme that I put up today, and I just wanted to say it because it was funny. And it was like this woman who said, "Men who go on OnlyFans, like, did you at least try selling drugs?" It was funny, hilarious to me. Anyway, what's the story on this OnlyFans?
All right, it's just a quick little thing. I will still be the last one, then we'll jump back in with Ray Diamonds and cut out the show. But a woman, I'll get it straight, a woman who was a mechanic, she got fired from her job because her boss and everybody at work found her OnlyFans page.
Okay.
Damn.
That isn't cool, I don't think.
But this is the thing, I'm so conflicted on this shit, because I'm just like,
What a person does on their private time,
it's their time, like it doesn't matter.
they're not out murdering people.
Time out.
No, even if they're murdering people, if you're a hitman and you're cool and you're chilling and nobody knows it, then
No, it's
But
against the law.
multi-millionaire companies ask people like to give up their rights, or not even their rights, but just to show their Facebook or their Instagram or social media. And if any of the content that they see on there goes against their code of conduct or whatever the fuck, they can choose to not hire you, or choose to not have you I think it's stupid, but that's probably why she got fired, because they're like, oh, we don't want this.
Okay, yes, you're right.
That's true.
But let me say, she was a mechanic, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't because corporates like, oh, in section CB
True.
of the HR manual, thou shalt not get an OnlyFans in a pandemic. Like, nah, it's just because all the dumbasses at the job was like, yo, you see Chelsea's pussy? It's like, and me personally, I'd be like, yo, you see that shit? I'd be like, yo, calm it down, keep it chill.
Yeah, let her do what
why are you trying to blow up the spot? Like, what you mean?
I think they're upset because they tried to smash and it never happened. And now they only have to see her, and dude got vexed like, oh yeah, you want to show everybody else and not me? Cool. You ain't getting no job. Like,
why are guys such losers? Why are guys such jealous bitches? Like,
especially when they don't get the woman too.
Me.
No, because like people always put like, say like that kind of action is like a feminine quality. No, when a dude gets shut down and they're embarrassed, they act like bitches.
Yo, here.
Like the biggest bitches. Like they should make that's a manly quality.
Here's an example that I've.
Oh, you ugly hoe! It's like if she was an ugly hoe, you wouldn't be hollering at her. Like,
thank you.
Here's an example I've got. There's a female I know, and on her Instagram, she always shows men trying to holler at her on Tinder, like it's like a thing of hers.
Oh,
Tinder. She'll get into these Tinder conversations that are like very quick, like last like 2 minutes, but it's hilarious how some of these men be like, hey girl, what's poppin'? Oh, you're the most sweetest thing ever. I wish I could get some time with you. Then the girl go, oh, I'm not really interested. Then why the fuck you on here trying to tease me and shit? Like, that's some stupid punk ass shit, ho. Like, you just a slut anyways. It's like, damn.
I've gotten that.
You've gotten that?
At the club. Many times.
Oh, like face to face.
Yeah, where guys will be like trying to holler at me, or like they'll physically grab me
under the arm type shit,
or anything, right? And it's just like, and then so I'm not a bitch right away. Sometimes I'm very ignorant, but sometimes I'm like,
should be ignorant all the
like,
time.
oh, well, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, you're right. And so, like, I'll it'd be like, don't touch me or something. And they'd be like, well, don't be looking so sexy walking past me then. Why you leave your house? Like, why you
so
leave your
trash.
house looking like that? Why you leave your house looking like that if a man can't touch you? I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Oh, well, where's your boyfriend at?
Time
why
out.
is your boyfriend here at the club?
Because a woman.
Why can't I be at the club without my boyfriend? I'm like, wow.
If a woman is dressed up the way she feels good, that is not a reason for you to. She did not get dressed so man can just come grip her. That is not.
Time out. And even if she did get dressed for man to come grip her, if you grip her and she's like, nah, then she didn't want you to grip her. So go on your ways. Like, but you know what it is? Ew, Dizzy, don't ever do that on video ever again. Nasty. Oh, Jesus.
Them lips be serious, dude.
Oh, anyways, you know what it is. Ramen Cook Radio each and every Tuesday right here. Myself, the show. We got Dizzy D. Oh my God. We got Miss Holiday.